it's me again. You're back in here and we're still talking about this adventure of faith life, the beginning steps of knowing Jesus and walking with Him. So this time I want to talk about heaven. Everybody talks about heaven being, somewhere that we go in the future, and we talk about, these roads that are golden and the streets of gold, and we talk about the future, and, I want to say side note though, about the streets of gold. Isn't it so cool that what man holds so dear, God walks on like asphalt? So God says, your gold ain't nothing compared to what I got. Just Him. It makes gold so far unequal that it's just asphalt. He has that kind of riches in Him. And so anyways, that's just a cool thing. So heaven, we talk about what heaven is. Heaven is healing and fullness. Heaven is nearness to God and worship of God. And heaven is feeling full inside. Heaven is no more tears. Heaven is His presence always near us. It's life. It's joy. It's family and relationships in the fullness of them in a way we can't have here on earth. Heaven is no more death and no more fear, no more poverty and total peace. All these things we cannot officially fully have on this planet. I love it. This is a reminder that through the cross, the battle for the end of days is already finished. That we're going to see this thing take place and we get to receive the fullness of what heaven is. Here's the kicker. Most people only look at the end of days and the next stage. They look at heaven and hell being two realities after you die, but to be honest, heaven and hell starts here. The cross bridges our current reality. So we as believers have access to heaven, which is to come fully right here and now. We are literally a doorway and a way for the presence of God to come into people's lives, as well as to experience the fullness of heaven. That means healing, no more tears, His presence, fullness of life, joy, family, and good relationships, no more death, no fear, no poverty, peace in His presence, and all that worship of Him. It all can be fully realized here. It's all complete. Heaven starts now. Just like heaven starts now, hell starts now. Folks that are living apart from God don't know it, but every single day they wake up empty, with weight. They got to turn to a prescription drug or alcohol or another thing that they're addicted to. When they got to turn to those things rather than have Him, they all are hell on earth. This is the very things of heaven are fully available through Jesus. Jesus said, ask anything in my name of the Father and you'll be given it. But the thing is Jesus had said just before that we would be in love with Him and each other, and that we would love each other above ourselves. And that would be proof that we're His followers. So when your heart's right about His will and His life, and your heart's right about your brother, you can ask anything in His name and it can be done. If we have the faith of the size of a mustard seed, we can make a mountain go into the sea if it's in alignment with His will and our desires for Him. The truth is that all of heaven is already available. We're missing out if we don't get it. We could pray and ask Him for anything. And life with Him in this earth, even though we may have trial, it's heaven. Jesus said in Matthew 10, 7 through 10, that we're to preach that heaven is within arm's reach. And this is something that He told the disciples way back when He was living on the planet still before the cross. That means even now, heaven is within arm's distance. That means that it's available already. It's near us. He said in John 20:21 that we're to go in the same way that He went, that we have the same anointing on us. The disciples from then on had this presence on, that nothing would be impossible for those that believes. This is exciting stuff, guys. This is life overflowing and more. This is huge. That means there's nothing that can stop us if we believe. And yet at the same time, we know that through His will, following Him, we will complete everything that He started in us. He said so. This is all good news. And then and only then, once He's done, we're ready to go. So guys, I got to tell you, it may not mean that you have the easiest life, and it may not mean that you end in the way you want to end, But the truth is that we can all be assured that we can live every single day in the peace, the knowledge, and the awareness of heaven, so that even if we have to go through a Stephen moment, we can look up and not notice the stones thrown, not feel a thing, but only see Jesus beautiful before us and his arms reach to us. Man, that's heaven. That's heaven, where nothing can touch us, just seeing him.